Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Irvin, with another anime first impressions. This is going to be on a big one, the one that a lot of people have been talking about already for weeks. It is one that a lot of people have seen the previews and have really been kept up with it, really. And if you don't know by the title already, it's called Dr. Stone. That is the anime I will be giving my first impressions in this video. Watch the first episode. It aired July 4th. It is going to be in Crunchyroll. More than likely, this one might be also in other subscriptions, but I'm not really sure at this point, so we'll see. Before I continue, a few things. One, if you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell button so you guys know when I go live, when I upload videos. Also, if you want to be part of a giveaway, go to my channel, and in my channel trailer, you'll see the rules and stuff like that to be part of a giveaway to get some anime and manga merch for you guys to get for free, really. And then lastly, there is a small spoiler alert to this anime first impressions, just because I will talk about the first episode in some detail. So the anime kind of starts in a kind of like a love romance type of a high school. You have all these kids doing scientific experiments, and one guy is telling the group that he's going to confess to his girl. He eventually goes up to the girl and is about to confess, and then there's this green light, and everyone in the world is turned into stone. Now, a few things to keep in mind in all this. Everyone was turned to stone immediately, so a lot of people that were in cars, that were in airplanes, that were doing something active, I guess you can say, they became stone, and a lot of them, their bodies broke because the airplane crashed or the cars crashed into each other, and they basically broke. The other thing to keep in mind is that a lot of the animals seem to not become stone. They just kind of stayed there. Like there's a scene where a girl had a pet dog, and the dog was still alive. He wasn't really doing anything. They really kind of followed the thoughts of the one guy who was going to confess. He wasn't able to confess, and eventually he gets out of his stone shell and goes look for the girl. He finds the girl in a tree, and he is then, if he finds a sign of an old friend who is the main character of the show, really, the Dr. Stone dude, and he shows up to him and sees that he's also out of his shell. So apparently, according to them, they're the only two as of that moment in that area of the world that have been released from their shells of stone. Now, that is not saying that there's other people or maybe around the world or around Japan that have already been released, but as of right now, at least in that area, they're the only ones. Also, to keep in mind is the whole fact that it's been 3,700 years past, so a lot of things have changed. The terrain has changed. There's no more buildings. There's no more, utilities. It's kind of hard. I mean, I think eventually they'll put it where they'll find like old buildings that were preserved, maybe. But at this point, they've gone back to the Stone Age where they have to build everything from scratch. And the good thing is that Dr. Stone, or this kid, is the brains, and this other guy that's in love is the muscle. So they've done a good mix. And in a long story short, the whole episode basically is focused on them trying to figure out how to release people from this stone shell, and they figure it out, or at least a test is done with a bird, and they're able to free the bird from this shell cocoon type of stone thing, and that's how the episode ends. Really good episode. I really compacted it in a very short explanation, but very, very good first episode. There's a lot of things to consider. From the intro and the outro, you can see that there's a lot of other characters that are going to come out. One that will be causing problems, like more than likely, any apocalyptic type of anime, there's always that one guy who is trying to be the king of the world. And then you can see that there's other characters that are apparently going to be crazy and cause other type of issues to the story. So I don't know how many episodes this one's promised, but I know it was highly, highly expected, and people are really, really talking about it. I really did enjoy it. I was really iffy about going into it, just because there were high expectations to it. I wasn't really sure what to expect. When people really hype up an anime, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's a flop. And this one, it's actually pretty good. Out of 10, I'm going to give this one, as of right now, a 7.5. Now, I won't give it higher just because I don't know much about it yet other than the first episode. So 7.5 out of 10 is a pretty high rating for a first episode. So I will leave it at that for now. Probably will raise it if it's, ends up being as good as the first episode. If it doesn't, then I'll lower it. But as of right now, 7.5. This is probably one of the ones that I might react to, and we'll be doing videos for you guys, reaction videos for you guys. So anyways, make sure you guys keep up. Maybe next week I'll do episode 2 for you guys, but we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell button if you guys don't mind. You'll be notified when I go live or when I upload videos. Also, you guys can check out a link down there below where you guys can get some cheap anime, manga, really otaku related merch at a very cheap price, and you guys can help me grow the channel as well. So make sure you check it out and use that link each time you buy stuff, and that's going to help me. Thank you guys so much for your love and support, and with nothing else to say, don't be strangers. See you guys.